Hey, everybody. How are you today? I hope you guys are well. Come on in. We're going to get started here. Um, and I just have a couple of announcements that I need to make. Give me just a second so I can stop this overlay here. Let me see here. I think it's, bear with me here. It's kind of strange. There we go. All right. There we go. I can see my audio's working. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. Hey Gloria, how are you? I have no idea what the moderator stuff looks like on this Crimes and Investigations channel. I don't even know. Hopefully you got a stick, Gloria. I'm hoping. But you guys, I wanted to go live and talk about a couple of things today. So I caught a strike yesterday. Very interesting, unusual strike also. And so I won't be able to go live on my main channel for a week. And you guys be very, very, very mindful of anything you say about, that the current big C, you know what I'm saying? So basically all I did was just discuss, like my decision on whether or not I was going to go get the whatever, what they're saying we all got to go get. And they hit me with a misinformation strike. Hey, Dolly. So yeah, it's kind of like weird to me. I really feel like, my speech, like the government is literally, hey, Natalie, I'm glad y'all found this Crimes and Investigations channel. It's just kind of weird that the government, obviously the government would have had to have said something, I would think, to Google. Hey, TRG, they would have had to say something to Google or something about, content creators and their current discussions. And literally what we see happening is YouTube making these decisions on people's videos, issuing out strikes if they talk in any way that is against, the government narrative right now. And that's what we call, cutting into our free speech. But again, that's what I say too. Hey, Shannon. That's what I'm saying. Like, where is our free speech? But at the same time, the one thing that we have to remember is we don't own these platforms. At the end of the day, we don't own them. We have to remember. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to take a look at the chat here. Yeah, we don't own these platforms at the end of the day. And, it is what it is. Thank God I have a website that I can say whatever I want on. Thank God I have Discord that I can say and do whatever I want in there as well. I'm the boss. And even Patreon isn't safe. I wouldn't even think Patreon would even be safe. I think that if you say anything that is against what the government is saying now, then yeah, you're going to have a problem. So be mindful. But yeah, I caught that strike, so I'll be over here. But we do have a few things to talk about. I don't do any sort of like bullshitting around over here on Crimes and Investigations channel. We get pretty much straight to the point about things. And the one thing that we don't have to do over here is walk, around the neighborhood at 2:30 in the morning just to go live on our YouTube channels. Because see, We're not hiding what we're doing from our spouse. We are not hiding. And I'm bringing up something I'm about to share with you guys here. But yeah, I don't have to hide what I do around my spouse. My spouse knows about my YouTube activities. So I don't have to get up at, and leave the comfort of my home at 2:30 in the morning just to make a YouTube video. Like some people do. I sit over there and talk all that shit with no teeth in their mouth. Okay, so Fetty Wap. Let's talk about Fetty Wap right now, you guys. So Fetty Wap, there's been over the weekend a very, very heartbreaking story that Fetty Wap's 4-year-old daughter, Lauren Maxwell, passed away. Lauren's mother confirmed that she had passed away. Her mother's name is Turquoise Miami. And made her death public in an IG post that remembered the young girl as vibrant and funny. And this is a quote from the actual YouTube post, or I'm sorry, the Instagram post that said, "This is my amazing, beautiful, funny, vibrant, loving, talented, smart, and hard-headed Princess Mermaid Aquarius. If you see this post scrolling by with her comment, or just say to yourself, I love you, Lauren, because they say that souls can feel your love. R.I.P." And that's what Lauren's mother put on IG. The mom also included a video of her smiling daughter bouncing up and down in a pool. This is 4-year-old Lauren Maxwell. This was Fetty Wap's 4-year-old child. It's really, really sad. Now, Lauren was one of Fetty Wap's 6 children. And right now, it is not clear to anybody how the little girl passed away. I have not received any confirmation on an actual cause of death. So, just something that, I wanted to report out to you guys. It's a very, very sad story. So, much love to Fetty Wap and his family during these, very trying times. Very trying times. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, now next. And that's really all I've got to say about that. Now, Kathy Griffin. This story came as a bit of a shock when I seen this. Kathy Griffin, she's a comedian, and she's very close to like CNN, and she's done a couple shows with like Anderson Cooper on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I mean, there's always a big story behind Kathy Griffin wherever she goes, whatever she does. She's always drumming up controversy. And she had actually shaved her head. I remember that in solidarity with her sister, who had cancer and was undergoing chemotherapy. And she has now announced that she has lung cancer. She's apparently not a smoker, and they're going to perform surgery to take out the left lung, or bottom left part of her lung, I believe is what she said. She actually made an Instagram post, and in typical Kathy Griffin fashion, this is how she worded it. I've got to tell you guys something. I have cancer. I'm about to go into surgery to have half of my left lung removed. Yes, I have lung cancer, even though I've never smoked. The doctors are very optimistic as it is stage 1 and contained to my left lung. hopefully no chemo or radiation after this. And I should have normal function with my breathing. I should be up and running around as usual in a month or less. It's been a hell of a 4 years trying to get back to work, making you guys laugh and entertaining you, but I'm going to be just fine. Of course, I'm fully vaccinated for, the consequences for being I don't even really want to say that, would have been more serious. Please stay up to date on your medical checkups. I mean, I don't even want to speak on that anymore, not after receiving a strike for speaking on it. So I will not be talking about that anymore, not when it comes to that piece of it. Shocking to me. Number one, she's not a smoker, and this isn't the first time we've heard where people that are not smokers, they can get lung cancer as well. Oh, absolutely, Shannon. That's exactly why I have my own website. There's always a time where I may have some things that I want to post that wouldn't be allowed on social media. So I can only post it on my website. That's the beautiful thing about having a website. It's your own private space. You own it. It's your namespace. You can do whatever you want. Now, hosting your website could be an issue when it comes to like your views on things or how you feel about things, or your like freedom of speech on your website, or like the things that you say. All that means is that you may have to host your website somewhere else if you're dealing with a situation where your hosting provider is trying to control what you say or do on your website. And typically you really won't see a lot of that going on. Like a hoster, it's not their job to like tell people what they can or cannot do on their websites at the end of the day. But they can control how much or how many connections will hit that website if they feel like it's not something that they would necessarily agree with. So you may want to host, if you are one of those people that tend to be a bit on the fringe of society, kind of like me, where I get kind of on the fringe of things where it becomes like a gray line and some people may not think posting Princess Di's death picture is appropriate. Some people think that it is. I sort of kind of fall in the middle there. And I'm one of those who would and has posted the photo of Princess Di, the death photo. So, yeah. But it is what it is. But back to Miss Kathy Griffin here. That was her announcement. So, good luck to Kathy and through her battle. I will just say, to Kathy that 1 month or less, that's a lot. You don't set any unrealistic expectations on yourself. Shoot, even when I went through a whole brain surgery at 27 years old, and I had just turned 27 when I had it, it took a whole year for me to recover from that, just from that, let alone, getting back to like what you would consider a normal life, if you want to call it that. I don't think it's ever normal after that, but just don't set any unrealistic expectations on yourself. The older that the body gets, the older the body gets, the longer it takes to heal from surgeries and to heal from things. It's just normal. It's a known thing. So, but obviously when you are in a good like mental space and you feel confident about yourself, and she obviously feels very confident. That's where you want to be. You want to be in a positive headspace. You want to feel confident, especially when you're dealing with a diagnosis like that. You know, there's people today, guys. There are people today, through this day today, it's 10:51 a.m. right now on August the 2nd. By the way, happy birthday to a special somebody in my life. Happy fucking birthday. Happy birthday. I love you. On this day, August 2nd, 10:52 a.m., before the end of this day today, Central, Eastern, Mountain, or Pacific Standard Time, a doctor is going to sit down with somebody, an American is going to tell that person, or is going to give that person some real heavy news. Someone is going to die today. And, I just feel really grateful, incredibly grateful that I'm where I am right now today on this rainy day in Dallas. It's very gloomy outside. It's been raining and thundering, and maybe that's why it's kind of like the day feels a bit heavy. The news feels a bit heavy. You know? Right. 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 Kind of crazy, right? That I said the same thing. And those were the topics, guys, the main topics I wanted to discuss today. And I sort of feel like Google's committing a crime in a way in regards to that strike or that community strike or whatnot. It does. It kind of feels like, because I know I'm not the only one. Oh, I know that there's other people. Probably there's an increase in the last 24 hours, the way that I'm seeing it. That was not something I would have worried about 1 week ago, is talking about the sea and what I could say and not say during a YouTube video about that. We're going to have to come up with a code word. We are going to have to come up with some kind of nickname for that. And we're going to have to come up with 2 code words. We're going to have to come up with one for this word and this word. That word. And I'm intentionally misspelled that. But yeah, we're going to have to come up with some absolute code words when we talk about that topic on my platform. You know, if you guys have any ideas, feel free to throw them in the chat. It's kind of crazy in a way to me. Wow. But yeah, it's been a bit of a kind of like sad morning, I think. Let me bring up just TMZ really quick, because that was, of course, where I was reading. Oh, and did y'all hear about the racist voicemails that Wayne Brady got at his offices in CBS? So somebody called up to the CBS offices. I don't know like whose actual voicemail this was left on. But somebody decided to leave a expletive laced voicemail on regarding Wayne Brady. I don't know if y'all heard this or not or seen this.
As for Wayne Brady, make sure you don't give any of your fucking zonk like every day, you fucking cheating fucking. As for Wayne Brady, make sure you don't give any of your fucking zonk like every day, you fucking cheating fucking.
What the heck? I don't even know. Hold on. I don't even know what the person's talking about. So Wayne Brady hosts Let's Make a Deal. The voicemail, as deplorable as it sounds, with the caller dropping a couple of effing N-bombs. The audio lasts 9 seconds, but the caller spews plenty of racism and hate. It's unclear exactly what he's ranting about, but it's clear he's no fan of Wayne's. It sounded like he had some sort of an issue with the game. He said something was unfair or something, he said. I don't watch Let's Make a Deal. I'm familiar with it. I've watched it before, but I'm not like an avid, everyday watcher of game shows. It's just not something I personally am into, but people really love it. But yeah. And this is, there's Miss Lauren Maxwell again, the 4-year-old daughter of Fetty. She's really cute. And, Fetty Wap, from what I heard, takes care of all of his kids. He's a very good father, from what I've heard. That's her when she was a baby. She's so beautiful. So sad. Now, it was Fetty Wap's post. Lolo, daddy did that shit for you last night. Baby girl. Fetty Wap also has a daughter, Aliyah, who underwent emergency brain surgery back in January 2019 after she was born 3 months premature. And the surgery went well. So, yeah, it's kind of insane. That type of grief that one person has had to deal with. But yeah. But in speaking about, what Dolly was saying, did you read my thing? I put it on my Oh My channel. I haven't sent, I'm not sure. I seen a video you did not too long ago. I seen it over there. But yeah, feel free to send me a link or something. Or is it on your Heaven Sent channel? I'll go check it out. Yeah. Okay. That's sad, Shannon. It's so sad. But yeah, there's people that all they do is just, make content where I have heard that, dragging kids and that sort of a thing, or that topic or whatever, has been up again for discussion. And I'm really glad that it has. I think it's a good thing. I don't think, I don't think it should be, I don't think anybody should be proud of dragging children on YouTube for entertainment. It's not funny, and you don't like it when yours are dragged. So yeah, it's not something to brag about. That's for sure. That's kind of crazy. Did y'all see some of the weird threatening videos that the raw dishonest tea lady was over there posting on her platform? I swear to God, that lady dropped about fucking 100,000 videos in the last 24 hours, y'all. Pathetic, ridiculous, ridiculous. Who's gonna be in some handcuffs, Raw? Who are you threatening to put in some handcuffs over there? That's what I want to know. Because she damn sure was over there threatening to put somebody in some damn cuffs, y'all. I was like, this fucking lady is crazy. That's nuts. That's nuts. And then of course, she's doing it right. She does a lot of like weird tacky ass posts on her community wall. That's what she loves to ride down that fucking community wall. She's another one like DDLL over there. They stay on that community wall. But unlisted videos on a playlist that's unlisted where they're dropping threats in like 30-second incremented videos. She made 4 of them within a 2-hour period last night. I was like, wow. It just so tacky. And then to top it, now keep in mind, she's over there threatening people, right? She's threatening, saying somebody's going to be in some handcuffs and all this kind of weird, crazy shit. But yet, she's the one that's been popped. This bitch has been out like doxing people and shit. And got caught again last night or yesterday. Again, was caught again doxing. So yeah, it's just kind of like, just it's interesting how people move sometimes. But I told y'all to watch out for that when I made my video yesterday, to watch how she was gonna move, and she moved exactly like I said she would. I noticed that she continues to. I don't understand what the point of tagging, the DDLL lady, but she was tagging her like whole fucking name in the title of her video, almost like a call out, almost like is what it seemed like to me. She said they're jumping on her. People are jumping on her like they're ganging up on her. And that couldn't have been more far from the damn truth. I mean, come on. Who's jumping on the lady? But that's what she said. And she tagged the DDLL lady. And I also did see an interesting screenshot, or not. It wasn't even really the screenshot. It was really the conversation that took place within on that particular community wall. And it was the one that Raw posted where she said something about a comment was moderated or some shit like that. A comment was moderated, but she didn't get a refund. I wouldn't have refunded you either. What, like, who the hell does this lady think she is? So you left a $10 super chat on Fi Babes during Fi Babes Live, right? You left intentionally. You did a comment while she was talking about you at that, while you were the topic of her, her live or whatever. And during that, you called yourself being funny and dropping a super chat, but one of the moderators blocked her ass or blocked the comment out. And I don't even think anybody seen it get like pinned. You know what I'm saying? The mods were on that shit quick. Pow. But then has the audacity to complain about a refund. But you sat there and you intentionally dropped the super chat on a video where you knew it was about you. You're just being messy. You're just being messy. But what I thought was interesting was how she did a community wall post and tagged the DDLL lady. And like, what did you want her to do about it? What do you want her to do about it? It's kind of, I would have felt weird if, you know, like, even if we are cool and we do have a YouTube ship, why are you tagging me in some bullshit between you and Fibe? What exactly do you want her to do about it? It's going to be one or two things. Either she's going to keep jumping out here trying to save Raw, and it's going to start like turning on her. That's what's going to end up happening. It already sort of is. I guess it's going to be a lesson also in don't come out here, right? So willy-nilly ready to defend another person the way she did over there. It's a difference in some situations, but in that particular situation, there's just so much that's happened, you know, that the DDLL lady wasn't even around when a lot of this shit happened. So I wouldn't even, as a content creator, want to be tied up in anybody else's drama like that. I don't want no parts of that shit. And it was already bad enough when she sort of stepped her foot in it to try to help her friend or her moderator or whatever they are over there, whatever they fucking are. It just, I mean, when I seen that post yesterday and she was like intentionally tagging the DDLL lady, I'm like, oh, I see what this is. So what? What is the DDLL lady supposed to do a live video for you? Like, what exactly are you expecting her to do? What does she have to do with anything? Because she damn sure wasn't in the picture or around at any time last summer. She has nothing, zero to do with anything, you know? So I'm not quite sure why you're trying to like drag her into this shit. It's kind of weird, but I see what it is. I see exactly what it is. That's almost like me and Truth Seeker, you know, we have a YouTube ship, but if Truth Seeker had some situation happen last year sometime that I wasn't really even privy to, what do I look like sitting over here making any videos wailing on people? And I don't even know the situation fully. Like, it's just, y'all get what I'm saying. And the only reason I'm even using that as an example is just I'm talking about like YouTube ships. How far should people go in their YouTube ships with others? But I don't really have anything else to say on it. I'll be in the Discord, y'all. I think I'm going to have a call or a live hangout in the Discord today. It's been a minute. I just want to get caught up with some of y'all. So just look for me on the Discord. I haven't installed it yet to the new PC, but I will get it installed sometime. I want to say today, but the truth of the matter is I don't know if it'll be today, but I will be up in there today though. So be on the lookout. But much love, guys. I just wanted to talk about, you know, some of these topics of conversation in regards to some of this news that's coming out today. And I wanted to like give a warning about the whole strike. The whole strike thing. And y'all just be really careful about talking about that C thing. Because they are definitely, and I mean, it happened so quick. Like, I don't even know if my live was even done or maybe it was like right after I did the live, whenever I got that community guideline strike. And I don't think they give a damn about anyone's appeal. Every time I appeal anything, like these communities, I've had 2 community strikes on my channel that made no sense. Like no sense at all. One of them was a thank you video to Heidi Fly on the lady's point of view. That one got struck for community guidelines. I never understood why. I appealed it within like 10 minutes, appeal denied. And then of course, this one that happened overnight, I was just like, huh? I'm not a channel that ever gives out any sort of like medical advice of any kind. So yeah, I don't have like a channel like the doctors do, or none of that type of a thing. So yeah, you cannot speak on it. Yep. That's basically what it appears to me in regards to whether, you're gonna go, get 2 of those things in your arm, I think. That especially. Wow. I mean, I never thought I'd be sitting up here discussing the possibility that, or it's not even a possibility, the reality that, we're going to have to talk in code now when it comes to that. So anyway, and I used to think that some people's like worries about what they were saying on their videos about the 19C thing were a little bit extreme, but now I see that it really wasn't. They really had a reason to be concerned about, and it's not even just what the titles are of YouTube videos. They actually are creating transcripts of every single video that gets uploaded. There is a actual text transcript that gets created based off AI and the listening in of the words that are being said in the video. That's how the closed caption gets automatically generated for a lot of videos on YouTube. So it's this automated process that they're using AI to create these text transcripts. So it's not even about what you're titling your video of, it's actually discussing the topic in your video. And it's crazy, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. So you can't even discuss it, because if you do, it's going to be picked up in that text transcript. And then they could definitely write rules to look for things in those transcripts, certain sentences, certain word phrases, that sort of a thing. And then they start picking that up, and then they start striking those channels. Boom. All y'all get this type of strike, it's crazy. But yeah, everybody's getting a certain type of strike for 1 week, 7 days. And they are denying the appeals automatically. So there you go. Until next time, y'all.